Winter holiday cooking often follows a predictable pattern. From pies to puddings, we tend to reach for the same standard staple to sweeten our recipes, the white granulated sugar jar. This is a highly refined, mass-produced commodity. Every bag is chemically identical, stripped down to perform one specific, predictable job. Sugar is a simple, rigid crystal of pure sucrose, lacking moisture and structural complexity. Honey is a matrix of hundreds of organic compounds. Because bees forage distinct habitats, these compounds change. Wildflower honey has a different chemical profile than clover honey. These distinct physical and chemical mechanics offer a different set of tools for the winter kitchen. In practice, honey acts as an active culinary agent, where its molecular complexity dictates the final texture and structure of the dish. The first of these mechanical properties is dissolving and liquid integration. Stirring granulated sugar into a hot holiday drink often hits a saturation limit. Instead, the rigid crystals clump together and drop, leaving a gritting residue at the bottom of the cup. Honey exists in a naturally supersaturated liquid state. When introduced to heat, it integrates seamlessly, dispersing its complex sugars uniformly throughout the liquid without leaving any graininess behind. In a hot buttered apple toddy or a rich mulled wine, the honey physically suspends the flavors of the mulling spices, the wine, and the brandy evenly. These deeply spiced drinks have a long history of warming people up during winter festivities, kept alive by late-night carolers braving the freezing weather. For beverages, honey provides a smooth mouthfeel and a uniform flavor distribution that raw sugar cannot physically achieve. Moving from hot liquids to cold, semi-solid applications introduces a different concept: culinary viscosity. Honey's thick consistency allows it to act as a powerful physical binder, capable of pulling disparate textures together. Consider a festive goat cheese spread. This requires combining dense goat cheese, loose Greek yogurt, and slick olive oil. Normally, the oil and dairy fats struggle to stay integrated, but by pulsing them with honey, the viscosity creates a bridging layer, forming a locked, creamy matrix. Within that stable matrix, honey's sweetness counteracts the sharp bite of the cheese, garlic, and lemon, keeping the flavor balanced. In these applications, honey is the structural glue holding the emulsion together and the chemical balancer that keeps the ingredients from clashing. We can push this logic into more complex territory by using a sweet ingredient in high-heat, savory side dishes. Substituting honey for sugar changes the thermal behavior of a glaze. The honey naturally retains internal moisture while creating a thick, caramelized coating on the exterior of the food. If you brush sliced onions with a mixture of Dijon mustard, oil, sage, and honey, the oven heat creates a savory, tenderizing crust directly over the vegetables. A more extreme version of this textural behavior appears when making spiced honey-glazed nuts. This demonstrates the chemical technique. When you whisk honey together with egg whites, the protein strands cross-link with the sugar molecules to form a web-like foamy matrix. This highly effective adhesive locks dry, aggressive spices like liquid smoke, paprika, and cayenne directly onto the surface of the nuts. As the nuts roast, the oven heat dries out this adhesive web. Instead of melting into a sticky liquid, it sets into a firm, crispy outer shell. Under heat, honey transforms from a simple syrup into a moisture-locking, spice-binding adhesive. Honey is an active, multi-dimensional ingredient. Its physical properties change based on the mechanical and thermal forces applied to it. It dissolves to suspend spices in hot liquids. It provides the viscosity to bind cold spreads, and it creates the caramelization required for high-heat savory roasts. For the next winter celebration, choosing a specific local honey instead of the standard sugar bag allows for a different approach to flavor construction. Moving past the sugar jar requires viewing ingredients through this mechanical lens, where flavor is a byproduct of the physical reactions happening inside the kitchen.